Hey viewers, this is Chase, and this is my 5th tutorial in my Java Basics series. And what we're going to go over this time is other types of loops. So in the last tutorial, if you remember, we went over what were called if statements and while loops. And basically they both go like this. They go, what type of thing is it? Is it an if, a loop? So it goes like that, then parentheses, and that. So here's our condition, and then here's what we do. Do this. Right? So we're gonna comment this out. So yeah, so just it's kind of like that. But thing is we actually start to get into different types of loops. And so I'll teach you do while first, which is because it's simpler. Basically, do whiles always happen once, and other than that, they're pretty much the same. So if we go like this, true or false. So a while loop, whoops. If I did a while loop and I said while false, and then I tried doing something like system.out.println loop number 1. Okay, so I say loop number 1. What are you getting mad at me about? Okay, I'm sorry. Basically this multi-line comment is pissing me off. Are you still mad at me for some reason? Oh, wait. Okay, so boolean x equals false. Basically, Eclipse has decided to give me an error because this is never going to happen, instead of just a warning. But see, so we said x is false, and so our first loop is not going to ever happen because x is false. But our second loop, because it's a do while loop, it says loop number 2, it does it, and then it goes, okay, hey, is x false, or is x true? Oh no, it's not. Oh shoot, we're going to go away, run away. And so that's basically what a do while loop is. Pretty simple. The last type of loop is called a for loop. And for loops, basically, they're the most complicated loop, but they're really good for counting, and they have various uses. And basically, they take 3 things. And it's actually, they're separated by semicolons. So just the first thing it takes is a variable initializer. So we could say int c equals 0, c for count, and we could say c is less than 10, and we say c++. Hey, that's a different programming language, C++. It's ironic. Okay, cool. So it just says for, we're going to create a new variable called c, and then we're going to do this until c is no longer less than 10, and then each time we're going to add to c. So just to demonstrate, system.out.println c, when we run it, I don't feel like dragging, here we go. Oops. See, there you go. It counted from 0 to 9. And so what happened was it says, hey, c equals 0. Okay, 0 is less than 10. Good work. We're going to do this. Print out 0. Okay. Add to c. Is c less than 10? Yeah, it's 1. Print it out and go on. And then it's like, eventually it's like, whoa, it's 10. So that's bad. We're going to not do anything more here and go on. My descriptions are amazing, aren't they? So that's really how you create a for loop. You don't have to use it, which is why it gave me no errors here. Except, so it doesn't give me errors. Why are you giving me errors? I'm sorry. There. So anyways, point is, I just wonder what happens. Okay, that's cool. Sorry. I didn't know. I thought you at least had to have a condition here. So like 0 equals 0 or something. Like, I thought you had to have that, but apparently you don't. And basically what happens if you have nothing here is it's always true, which is pretty useless unless you used exit or return. No, return won't work. I thought there was exit or something. Or break. There we go. Huh. So I don't really ever use break. Let's see if it works. There, I learned while teaching. Good work. So yeah, break just breaks out of this. And that's all fine and dandy and beautiful and wonderful. So anyways, yep, so you don't have to use all of those, but it gives you the option to use them. So you could just use a for as a while loop, and then just be like, hey, I'm cool, I'm going to put the condition in the middle of these. And it would just be a while loop. But that defeats the purpose of it being a for loop. Anyways, so that's how we do that. And I'm just going to go over, now that we've learned all that, I'm going to delete all this. Oh no, it's gone, we killed it. And I'm just going to go over a few things. There are actually different conditions, or different operators. So, when we created a variable and we set it equal to something, we use this. And so that's just an assignment operator. And then there's also, when we're testing to see if something is equal to something, if we just did one equal sign, if we said 0 equals 0, we're like telling Java to set 0 to 0 inside of an if, and it's like, what are you smoking? It's not legal. Anyways, so that's an assignment operator. And so just so Java knows that we're trying to see if it's equal, it's double equal sign. And then to see if it's not equal, you do not. You could just do an else, but it wouldn't be as cool. So that's not equals to. There's also less than. There's also greater than. There's also less than or equal to. And there's also greater than or equal to. And I think I covered all of those. And there's other things like modulus and plus and stuff, but those aren't our concern. So you can put any of those between here, and it'll be, so 0 is less than or equal to 0. That would be true. 0 is less than 0 is false, you know, just stuff like that. And that's really it for this tutorial. In our next tutorial, we're actually going to start getting to some useful stuff. We're going to receive input from the user. Is that amazing or what? Our program won't do the same thing every time. Yeah, so show up next time and we'll do cool stuff. You notice that my starting for my videos is pretty halfway decent. And whenever I end my videos, I end up saying something completely lame and stupid, like, have a nice day. You know, it's pretty lame. In case you didn't tell, I'm a teenager, and I'm slightly strange and bored. See you later.